There are over 9,000 stocks available to trade. It is very difficult to find the one stock that is going to be making us money. That's not easy. So guess what? The majority of people are going to be waking up, and this is what I call the mob. I call the mob the majority of buyers, where we're all sitting back in our chair right now. We're all waiting to see what is going to be the best play. Now, we know this, that at the time of 7 o'clock, 7:30, 7 a.m., 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, and 9 o'clock, we are going to have news come on out. These are going to be the times that hot news come on out. Now, if hot news comes on out at these times and the mob can find what stock the number one best play out of news, that gives us a credible reason to pull the trigger. So really, at the end of the day, you need to break this on down in your head and say, what makes stocks spike? Well, let's work in reverse. If I see a stock that has gone on a 100 to 200% move, it's most likely a stock that has a lower float. A lower float is just going to be the shares offered to the public. That's all it is. When a stock has a very low float, such as 5 million and under, we are going to be able to see very hard spikes and rips and runs. When a stock has a very large float, such as 30 million and higher, the stock is not going to go on as many volatile spikes. So stocks with low floats go on very nice spikes. But again, it's not just that. Stocks have to have some sort of reason, aka they have to have some sort of credible news behind it. So if a stock has good news, such as a merger agreement, such as positive data, such as reaching its endpoints, such as having trials, whatever it could be, and the stock has a low float, we are most likely going to see tons of traders say, woohoo, it's time for us to go ahead and buy the stock. And this is going to lead towards the very big rips and runs. So if you want to be as successful as you can possibly be in the stock market, the answer is try to get in as early as possible. But for some reason or another, and I don't have the answer, guys, I don't know why. And maybe you can tell me. But for some reason or another, 99% of people are not even awake yet. Some reason or another, 99% of people are going to wait until 9:30. And at 9:30 is when people start trading. Guys, I'll tell you right now, 9:30 is maybe the worst time that you can start trading. And the reason why 9:30 is maybe the worst time that you can start trading is because these stocks have already gone on 100, 200, 300% moves. Is there actually going to be any credibility or any predictability of what this play is going to be doing next? The answer is no, right? Not at all. So when I take a look, let me try to get this stuff out of the way here. If I again went over SLRX, and we know that SLRX has already come out with a press release, right? SLRX came out with that merger agreement this morning, right? We've talked about that. We showed you guys that. Let me just bring it up right here to just bring up even more credibility. This is just right off Yahoo Finance. Makes it very simple and very easy. You guys can see we have this merger agreement. This came on out. As I told you, news comes out at 8 a.m. Eastern time. We see this press release. Where do you think people actually make money in the day trading world? You want to be a day trader. You have to buy here, 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 you have to buy here. If you are saying to yourself, all right, Dek, I'm ready to make money. Ooh, SLRX, I cannot wait to buy. And you buy here or here or here or here or anywhere up here, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. No, Dek, sometimes again, these stocks go higher. Sometimes again, they keep ripping and running. That's not the way that you're going to be successful. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm just being straight up with you. If you actually want to be a great day trader, you have to figure out a way to be up early so you nail the biggest spikes. If you are buying stocks after they have already gone on a 200% climb, you will lose more than you win. And I hope this is a wake-up call. I hope this is me, again, being honest and blunt with you. And again, hopefully you're saying, oh, wow, he's talking exactly about me right now, right? You have to be able to get in early. So it doesn't matter what play it is. It doesn't matter if it's SLRX. It doesn't matter if it's PHIO. PHIO, same exact thing. Came out with positive results today or promising results today. Guess what? If you guys buy here or here or here or here or here or here, if you guys get in on any of these early bird entries, you are going to have all this opportunity to make money. But guess what? People are logging in right now, say, Dek, I can't wait to buy here. I can't wait to buy right at the open. What are we doing at the open? Guys, the open, this is the time I log off. Guys, see you later. What do you mean? Dek, what do you mean? Guys, do you think, again, me being a day trader, I like to sit here all day from 9 to 5 in my little cubicle? No, money's already made. We're done here. That's the mindset. That's the idea. When you become a full-time stock trader, guys, 9:30 comes, you wave, you say, hey, I'll see you later, goodbye. PHIO is the moneymaker today. Not at the start of the day when it's already up. Let's see. PHIO, when it's already up right here, 122%, and you're saying, well, Dek, which way is it going to go? Guys, it could easily fade on off and dump, or it could easily, again, go on a monster spike and monster rip or monster run. But what I can tell you, right, what I can make sure that you're aware of, what I can say to every single person here at this moment is if you find PHIO right when it comes on out at 7:45, 8 o'clock, and you guys could see right here, PHIO, now let me bring it back on up. I accidentally exited out. PHIO comes out with promising data results. The only option is up. That's why I study news. That's how I was able to have success on my small account challenge. Small account challenge, we turned $5,000 into nearly $15,000. Why? Because we're awake. Because we see PHIO announces promising results on its clinical studies. Do you think a stock will fall when it comes out with promising results? No. Do you think a stock is going to drop when it comes out with promising results? No. Do you think a stock is going to fall or fade when it comes on out with, hey, we have a merger agreement. Hey, we're getting taken over by this company. Hey, we have this monster bid, whatever it may be, right? So, I mean, look at all the best press releases today, right? Look at all the best press releases today. You tell me, would the stock fall and fade in any sort of way, right? Let's go all the way down to even the smaller ones, all right? RSLS has an agreement. RSLS provides an update on its merger agreement to be able to agree with this company. Guys, they're merging together, having an agreement. Obviously, that's a good, credible press release. Let's go over to GUTS, right? GUTS right here. Guts, 3-star press release. It's up 11%. It's saying it announces positive results from demonstrating weight maintenance on its, again, GLP-1. Guys, would a stock fall after coming out with positive results? The answer is no. Right? What about NITO? NITO comes out with approval. If you have approval, is that a positive or a negative thing? That's a positive thing. Great. Stock's going to go on up. Okay, we have right here, phase 3 trials, talking about demonstrating its treatment on phase 3. Hey, we're demonstrating our results. Is that good or bad? That's good. Guess what? Stock's going to be going on up. Right? So that all we're looking for is good, positive sounds. So if we know that we have good, positive momentum, we have good, positive hype. Now, the other big question is, the other big thing here is, well, okay, well, Dek, how do we know what's the best press release? Remember, we already talked about it. 7 a.m., 8:30, 7 a.m., 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. All we have to do every single morning, okay, every single morning is I just need you awake. I need you awake. We are going to look for low float stocks only, 0 to 17 million in float, 0 to 20 million float, whatever. We're going to look at the news scanner. And when the news scanner comes on out with these hot waves, 8:30, 7:30, 8 o'clock, we are just going to have to pinpoint the best one, right? Pinpoint the best spike, pinpoint the best ripper, pinpoint the best plays that have the most activity. So that's why we have all of our hot keywords right here. That's why we have all the best plays, right? Our 1-star, 2-star, 3-star words. We have everything we need. We also have, of course, our keywords showing us positive, top line, meaningful treatments. We have all the answers right here. The name of the game of stock trading is first come, first serve. If you are a person that's going on Reddit to try to get your answers on day trades, that's an awful idea. If you are, again, just following what someone else does on Twitter to try to figure out what's the best play to be able to make money, you are having the wrong idea. You guys have to be, again, breaking these on down. You guys have to be the first one to the game. Unfortunately, I cannot do it for you, right? I cannot say, hey guys, everyone, let's go ahead and pull the trigger. I can't be there to press the buy button for you. What you have to do is be willing to put in the work to actually be here to be able to make this money. So now that we understand that, now that we understand what we have here, it doesn't make sense that PHIO off promising results has gone on a very big spike. Absolutely. Does it make sense that PHIO is the number 2 top gainer? Look what it has. Everything that I've already gone over, the perfect formula, right? PHIO has a low float, 547,000. PHIO is having a massive spike. Why? Because it has massive buying volume. Why? Because it has a credible press release, right? Low float, hot press release, big buying volume, stock goes on up. Same exact thing with SLRX. SLRX, 1 million in float, low float stock. SLRX, good credible press release. SLRX has good buying volume. Well, Dek, how do you have good buying volume? How do we know we have good buying volume? Well, let's just go ahead and take a look over on whatever play, right? If we want to go over towards SLRX here, let's go SLRX, right? Let's go ahead and take a look over on this play. There's no set number on what is good buying volume. What good buying volume is comparing the average to the current. So on a normal day, SLRX gets 352,000 shares traded to it. That's its average buying volume. It's average volume, not buying volume, just volume and all. If you guys do not know, volume is how many shares are traded from hand to hand. This is buying and this is selling. So could you guys imagine when there's good news, there's a lot of buying. There's a lot of people selling as well, people taking profits. So if you guys take a look here, how much volume does SLRX already have towards it? This is 20 million. SLRX has 20 million shares already traded on it today. Its average is 352,000. We're already at 20 million. Traders, that is a massive difference than what it's usually at, right? Even if that was 10 times, it would be 3 million. So like the thing is, we are way above what we are already at. We're up to 20 times its average volume for a good reason. Stock has a good credible press release. Stock is up 207%. Everyone wants to make money over on this play. So SLRX, beautiful. PHIO, beautiful. Now, this is where a lot of people always come on in though. This is where a lot of people always come on in and they now say to themselves, well, Dek, is SLRX going to go up or is SLRX going to go down? Is PHIO going to go up or is PHI going to go down? I'm not going to sit here, traders. I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I don't know which way it's going to go. Well, Dek, I thought you're a full-time stock trader. Guys, I buy here because I know it's going to go up when PHIO comes out with positive results. I buy here because I know it's going to come on. It's going to go on a very big spike once it comes on out with a merger agreement. I don't know what it's going to do when it's already up 210%. But what I will say is 90% of the time, the stock usually ends up crashing right back on down. 90% of the time, the stock usually ends up giving back all of its gains. Usually again starts fading and falling all the way. This is why most traders lose in the stock market. They trust their eyes too much. They trust their visual sense too much. They see the stock go from $1 to $5 and now they say, it's a good play. I can't wait to buy it. That's not true. That's not right. So now after the stock has spiked up 200%, now you want to buy it? Yes, because I know it's a good play. That's us buying at the top every single time. The answer that you want to look for to be successful in stock trading, and I mean this with all my heart, traders, is that if you want to buy stocks, you want to be a person that says, Dek, I want to buy. You want to start learning to buy from, again, 7 a.m. to the time of 9:30 a.m. This is the most profitable time to buy day trades. The day trades, of course, that are going on the biggest spikes, the biggest rips, the biggest runs. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the odds are most likely both of these stocks are going to crash at the start of the day. Now, why are they going to crash at the start of the day? Because once you get past 9:30, guess what happens? People start shorting. You are either going to see people start selling. They again take their profits. Or people just start shorting and bet against the play because it has a lot of room to be able to fall and fade. So you are going to see a lot of momentum start shifting. So you buy in pre-market or you short at the start of the day. This is really the best way to win in the markets. And I'm telling you guys this right now. Now, if you're saying to yourself, Dek, I cannot short in pre-market. Dek, my broker does not allow, or my broker does not allow me to buy in pre-market. Very simple solution. Just change your broker. Sometimes again, people like get so caught up and like, oh, I can't buy in pre-market. So Dek, I can't do this. I'm going to go do options. Just change your broker. It's so simple. It's so easy. Oh, Dek, I don't know how to short. Okay, no worries. I'll teach you, right? So simple, so easy. Sometimes people just don't want the solution, right? The solution is just for you to make a little tiny tweak, a little tiny change. Do you guys understand the definition of insanity? The definition of insanity is doing the same exact thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. That is the definition of insanity, okay? Imagine you or someone else has put in $5,000, you tried a strategy and you lost it. And you put in $5,000 again and you tried a strategy and you lost it. And you put in $5,000 again and you put in a strategy and you lost it. And you start saying to yourself, Dek, the stock market's out to get me. No, it's not. You're doing the same exact thing and you have the same exact result. If I was playing basketball and I grabbed a basketball and I again ran to half court and I threw it over my head backwards and I hoped it went in and the coach took me out of the game, could I be upset? And the moment he puts me back in, I grab the ball, run to half court and throw it over my head and hopefully it goes in. Guys, that's insane. Why would I expect to be a starter when I'm doing the worst strategy in the world? Figure out what is a good strategy. Passing, pick and rolling, whatever, right? You got to be able to know the game. But so many people get lost in the game. They get lost in, ooh, let me do a crazy options trade. Ooh, let me go ahead and follow this guy. He has a Lamborghini. Ooh, let me go ahead and do this. I don't want to do that. I want to just literally give you guys the answers, okay? So start thinking about that right now on, okay, hey, you know what? I'm not where I want to be in my stock trading career yet. You know what? I'm not where I want at this moment. I haven't made the money that I'm seeing. So why not give this a chance? Why not give my strategy a chance? Why not take some time to learn from me? Why not say to yourself, hey, you know what? Let me really go after this here, right? If you're not a full-time stock trader, if you're not clearing 6 figures a year trading stocks, if you are not driving your favorite sports car, living in the house you want, or being able to take time, if you are a person that has a 9-to-5 job, if you are sitting in a commute, if you are, again, in a cubicle, why not? Well, Dek, I don't know. There's a guy on Reddit that I really like. He has a good feeling about this. No, stop, right? Let's stop this nonsense right now. Let's get it. Let's leave it at the door. So traders, we know coming on up here, we want to be trading. We want to be getting after it. We want to be making as much money as possible, right? So let's make sure we can do everything that we need to do. Now, I also want to go over this team. I am going to be doing a little bit of a review just because I know there's a lot of people here that do not understand how to be trading in pre-market. I know I went over it earlier. I just want to go over it again. Right now, I'm not focused on, again, buying PHIO. Traders, a lot of people are now asking the question, how do I trade in pre-market? I'm going to give you guys a quick lesson right here and right now to make sure you guys are all good. I already gave a little bit of a lesson here, but let's think about this. And even though the market's about to open, it's okay. It's absolutely fine. But what I want you guys to realize is let's just take it all the way back from scratch here. Because I'm not charging you guys. I want to make sure you guys get this. We already know all the news times, right? Now, with all the news times, we are going to be having a lot of hot press releases. Press releases at 7 o'clock, press releases at 7:30, press releases at 8 o'clock. And let's say we're watching all this news come on out, low float stocks, and we finally find that hot press release we love. Dek, this is incredible. We just found, again, a stock that has positive phase 3 trials. Just came on out. I want to jump in on this play. What is the best way for us to get in instantaneous? Because a lot of people don't know how to buy or sell in pre-market. Now, what I will tell you is that you guys cannot, okay? You cannot be doing any market orders in pre-market. You can only do limit orders. That's the only way it works. Limit orders only. So if you do a market order, nothing will work. You can only do a limit order. Now, this is the strategy right here, okay? The strategy is you have to understand how the level 2 works. The level 2, I'm going to make this full screen here for a second just so I have your undivided attention. If you want to watch PHIO, feel free to. But what you need to understand is right at this moment, we do have the left side. The left side is going to be the bids. The left side, you can also say they are the buyers. Anyone on this side of the level 2 are all people that are looking to get in on SLRX. They are putting an order saying, I will buy if anyone wants to sell me their shares at 449. Someone says, I will buy if you sell me your shares at 448. I will buy if you sell me your shares at 445. These are people that want to get involved in SLRX. On this side, these are going to be the ask, aka the people that are already in on the play and are going to be looking to get out. They are the sellers. So anyone over here is saying, hey, my shares are for sale. If you guys think SLRX is going on up, take my shares. You can buy them off me for 451, or you could buy them off me for 452, or you can buy them off me for 462. Now, obviously 451 is the best price. Now, let's say at this moment, this is again at 7 a.m. Let's just say it's, let's make it easy. It's 8:29 in the morning. And now 8:30 has just come on out. And that big hot press release that we love has just released. Now, every single person is running over to SLRX. How can I get in first? Well, Dek, you said you have to do a limit order. If you would do a limit order, what does that mean? That means I need to go SLRX, I have to put a limit order, and then I have to put a limit order at 449, right? Is that what it means? And hopefully someone sells their shares to me? No, that is not what you want. If you put an order in at 449, if you put an order in at 448, if you put an order in at 445, is anyone going to sell their shares to you? No. Why would, if we came out with positive phase 3 trials, the best agreement in the world, whatever it may be, why would anyone be selling their shares? You have to go after and attack those shares. So if you're saying, Dek, well, how do you attack in pre-market when you can't do market orders? What you want to do is called jumping the ask. So the ask is at 451, 452, 455. We just came out with the best press release in the world. To me, it's a mad dash now to try to get in before the stock starts going crazy and starts going absolutely nuts. Because everyone else in the world is about to see this press release. So guess what we are doing now? What we are doing is we are going to be putting in above the current asking price. So if the asking price is 451, I might do 455. I might just do 460. And then I click buy. Now, when I click buy, I will not be filled at 460. I will be filled at whatever is the best asking price. Your order will go through the level 2, and the level 2 will say this person just put an order to get filled at 460. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Why would this guy want to get filled at 460? There's orders for sale here and here and here and here. And the level 2 will automatically just give you whatever is the best order. So you can get in instantaneously from whatever is the best selling order. Same exact thing when I want to get out. Let's say again, the stock goes on a monster spike and I'm scared that it's going to dump back on down. So if I'm in on this play, I could go ahead and put in a order to get out of this play. Now, how would I get out of this play? I would say, all right, hey, the bids, people are willing to buy at 449, but I'm nervous it's going to come crashing on down. So I'm going to put an order in at 440, like 440 here. Now, Dek, why 440? Don't you want to get out at 449? Well, traders, it will automatically give me 449. But the last thing I want to do is put 449, and by the time I type it out, it's already gone. Then I have to delete, then I have to put 448. Then I delete that, now it's down to 435. Stocks are going to move so quick, so fast. What you have to be realizing is you have to be doing limit orders, jumping the ask, jumping the bid, and you'll get the best entries possible. Also, very important, you always have to be on ARCA. ARCA will allow you to trade at 4 in the morning, okay? You can also trade until 8 o'clock at night. If you guys are on the West Coast, you can trade at 1 in the morning, all the way until 5 o'clock at night if you guys are on the West Coast. So the thing is, you guys, you can literally trade for like 18 hours a day, which is pretty nuts to be thinking about. So let's do an example of this. You guys want to do an example? So let me again bring this on down. Let's get this all set right here. Here we go. Getting our scanners all on up, ready to rock and roll on this day. Now, as we know, what is one of the best, hottest plays of the day? We can just talk about that one right now. We can go over to SLRX here. SLRX, very hot play, very hot mover. Stock again at this time starting to fade and fall. Also, what did I tell you guys? Most likely the stock is going to be a sell-off today. Why? Because it already spiked up too big. Now, let's say though, let's just play the hypothetical game. Hypothetically, I want to get involved on this play right away. Okay, let's imagine it's pre-market. How could I do that? The ask right now is at $3.99. Let's do 2 shares over on SLRX. 2 shares on SLRX. Dek, hypothetically, a press release just came on out. The stock's at $3.96, $3.98. I want to get in on this play. I don't want to miss this play. I could do an order at $4.05. Guys, I press $4.05 and I click buy. Guess what? Where did I just get filled at? I got filled at $3.98. Traders, I put in $4.05. I got filled at the best current asking price there was, which was $3.98. So the thing is, a lot of times people get nervous. Oh, am I going to get filled at that price? No, you're going to get filled at whatever the best current asking price is. Now, let's say hypothetically, I think that this stock, I'm up big in profits and I want to take my gains. I want to get the heck out of here. Well, guys, it's at 404 right now. And I say, I just want to get out. I want to take my profits. Okay, click sell. You're not going to get out $4. You'll get out at whatever the best bid is. So I click sell and I say, boom, look at that. Where did I just get out now? I got in at, again, $3.97, which is absolutely beautiful. I got out at $4.09. So I put an order in at $4.05. I got in at $3.97. That's 7 cents better than what I even put. I said, get me out at $4. I got out at $4.09. So really, if they did follow my orders, I would have lost 5 cents. Get me in at $4.05, get me out at $4. But instead, I got in at $3.97 and got out at $4.09. I made 10 cents. So basically what we're doing right here is we're getting in at the best entry, the best exit as quickly as possible the moment hot news comes on out. People always ask me that question. I get asked that question all the time. Dek, how do you get in and out so quickly? How do you see the hot news come on out and then instantaneously you're in on these plays? How is it that, again, you're jumping in and out of these plays and making so much money so fast? Well, number one, what am I doing? I know what time hot news is coming on out. I know news is coming from 7 a.m., 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. Number two, I have again, my filter set. I have 0 to 17 million in float. I only want low float stocks. Number three, I have hot keywords. These words are going to be the words that, again, make stocks go on big time breakouts, make stocks go on big time runs. When I see these hot words appear in these press releases, I know right away these are stocks that I should be buying. These are stocks that, again, are going to make me money. These are all words that appear and show up on the Fox Runner news scanner. So it basically just gives me all the answers. So let's think about this. I have the lowest float stocks. I have all the answers sent to me of 3-star and 4-star words. And I know, of course, what time the news is coming on out. Know what time with the hottest press releases and, again, low floats. Now I know also these are the plays that come out at 8 o'clock, 8:30. I know how to jump in on them instantaneously. And now I make the most amount of money as we have all the amount of move to go on up. Now I can buy on SLRX as it goes on up. Now I can buy on PHIO as it goes on up. Now I can get involved in all of these plays, right? Instead of, again, me hoping that the stock goes on up, right? I can get in super early. SLRX having trouble. PHIO has most of the activity at this moment. But this is the strategy. This is the strategy to success. This is how you guys are going to truly be profitable. So what I'm giving to you guys right now, what I'm already giving to you guys right now at the moment is what people are charging thousands of dollars for. Guys, just the fact that you're watching this right now, just the fact that you're here right now, just the fact that you are showing up and giving me your respect, I'm trying to save you thousands of dollars. I'm trying to literally teach you. I'm not here at this moment to put you down some sort of funnel and say, hey, go ahead and buy this course. The fact that you are here right now, I hope that stands volume, that I'm giving you these answers, that I'm helping you become a better trader. But as we already said, I want to have fun with you. I want to go over it all. I want to make you guys money. I want to make sure everyone understands what we have. But I don't want you guys, again, being in bad positions. I want you guys being smart here. These are the plays that I love. These are the plays that, again, are going to make me the most amount of cash, getting 218% gains. Now, a lot of people say, hey, Dek, why don't you trade options? Why don't you get involved in these option trades? Well, the thing is, team, when it comes down to options, I don't want to have more odds going against me. I tried options. I did. Guys, for anyone that joined it probably, last summer, I tried options. They're just not for me. I'm open enough and transparent enough to tell you that they are not for me. They are not what I want. They do not do justice for me. Now, I will also say 95% of option traders I know stink. They lose all their money all the time. Only probably, I could say 2 people I know that actually make consistent money. Now, that's not saying you don't make consistent money, but I'm saying I only know 2% of people, or 2 people, I would say 5% of people that I know that actually make money trading options. This is why. When you trade options, right? When you're saying, hey, Dek, I want to trade options. Number one is you can't trade in pre-market. You can't trade right when the news comes on out. You can only trade right when the day opens on up. And remember, is SLRX going to go up or down today? I have no idea. SLRX might fall a little bit. It might go up a little bit. PHIO might go up a little bit. It might come on down a little bit. Remember, all the predictability was down here. All the predictability is down nice and low. All the predictability is where we're able to make the cash at the bottom. I have no idea if SLRX is going to go up here or go down here or what's going to happen. So the thing is, options, we can only start trading right where we have the no idea. Now, what's the great thing about shares, right? When we buy shares here, when we're getting involved in shares at this moment, what I want you guys to realize is, let's go over the pros and cons. Shares, I still need to figure out what stock is going to be the best play. So I do need to pick out of 9,000 options, right? Out of 9,000 different stocks, which one is going to be the best, okay? Right? Which one is going to be number one? But that's the same exact thing with options as well. Out of 9,000 different options out there, 9,000 different stocks, I still have to pick which one is going to be the best. Now, shares, what else do we need to do? We need to predict if the stock is going to go up or if the stock is going to go down. Should I buy shares or should I short shares? Well, that's the same exact thing with options. I need to predict if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. But that's it for shares. Shares, I got to pick what stock and is it going to go up or down? And other than that, I'm fine. What else with options though, right? With options now, though, the issue is I not only have to pick what stock, is it going to go up or down, but I also have to pick, is it going to go up or down to what price, right? That's going to be our strike price. So now it's tougher. I have to pick what stock, up or down, and how high is it going to go up or down. But not only that, I also have to pick up or down on a certain stock towards what price before a certain expiration date. Okay, so now it's getting even tougher. Now I got to pick what stock, up or down, how high is it going to go before a certain date, and if it doesn't do it quick enough, I lose from time decay. Okay, now what else do I have? Well, okay, stick with me, guys. I got to pick up or down on one stock out of 9,000. How high is it going to go before a certain date? And if it doesn't do it quick enough, I have time decay. But at the same time, if everyone else does the trade that I do, we have implied volatility, which means it's not going to be profitable either. Why the heck are we doing this? Well, I don't know, Dek. I saw a guy on Instagram. He has a Ferrari and he does options. Guys, this right here is taking away so many of your chances of success. The way I honestly think about this is if you want to think about it as a casino, sure, let's think about like a roulette wheel in a way. And this roulette wheel, we have again our chances of winning and we have our chances of losing. We have our chance of up and down on shares. And you know what? If we want to be the worst trader in the world, let's just say the worst trader in the world, it's a 50-50. We pick a stock, is it going up or down? Right? That's the way it is. We pick a stock, it's going up or down. Sure. If we want to be the worst trader in the world, we have a 50-50 odds. But that roulette wheel, guys, over in options, it's not a 50-50. It's like we have that. And that's why I don't like it. That's why after I did options, I said, guys, this just isn't for me. I don't see the consistency. I don't see the money being made. I don't see, again, the way that I like, the predictability. I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. That was my wheel. Those are my odds there. That's not for me. Now, hey, there are some people here that love options and die by options, and they say options are the best. Guys, I'm not trying to convince you not to trade options, but I'm trying to say if you are not winning doing options, why are you still doing options? If you're making money, if you're making Ferrari money, if you're making 6 figures a year trading options, hey, screw me, right? Forget everything I'm saying right now. You guys are doing your thing. You guys are crushing it. But for the people that are in the red, for the people that are still, again, saying, well, Dek, I've been trading for 6 years and I actually haven't made any money whatsoever now that I think about it. Why are you still doing it? Why are you still losing every day? Why are you putting yourself in these awful positions? Why, again, are you not just picking the right strategy to be able to figure out things that are going to be successful, right? All I'm trying to do over these next 5 days that I'm here with you, going over everything, streaming, trying to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about, that I can make you money, that I'm, again, the mentor that you guys have been looking for. I want to be able to open up your eyes a little bit different. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to, again, beat you down and say you suck. I'm trying to get you to say, hey, you know what? Maybe Dek's right. Maybe, again, this strategy is more convincing where we have the odds in our favor. Sure, so many people convince it or try to break it down to like a casino. You can make the odds awful if you want to in the stock market. Or you can, again, make them 50-50. Or even better than that, you can go on the opposite side of the casino and you could be the boss. You could be the dealer. I could walk in, see a big wheel and say, hey, I think it's going to land on 32. I think it's going to land on whatever number out of 35 different numbers. And you know what? That's a bad odds, 1 in 35. Or I could go ahead and I could be the dealer. I could be able to have the odds in my favor. In shares, if we think about this, guys, right? Let's go back to this wheel here for a second. In shares, I can go over towards this and I can say, all right, I'm the worst stock trader in the world. And I already have a 50-50 chance. I buy stock XYZ, I already know. XYZ is either going to go up or, again, it's going to go down. It's a 50-50. Either this stock is going up or this stock is going down. Now imagine if you applied what I just taught you. Imagine if you applied what I just taught you to, again, with news. Now, again, apply with what time news comes out, with low floats, with keywords, with how to buy in pre-market, how to buy in after hours, how to be able to get in instantaneously. Imagine now, are we still 50-50? No, we're 75-25. When we trade now, there's a 75% chance that we're going to win. When we trade now, there's a 75% chance that we come out on top. When we trade now, we have the odds in our favor. How many people feel like they've been trading with the odds against them? How many people, again, feel like they trade and they say to themselves, oh man, Dek, I lose all the time. Well, guys, why are you losing? Remember, you bought right when the stock market opened at 470 on a stock that's already up 200%. The stock went up. You kept on holding. It came back on down. You kept on holding. You're now back in the up. Now it's coming back on down. We have no idea. Guys, we have no idea. PHIO, stock goes on up, stock comes back on down, goes up, goes down. We have no idea what's going to happen. But we do know what's going to happen when it first comes out with that news, when it first comes out with those plays. Because stocks with positive data doesn't fall. Stocks that come out with mergers don't fall. Stocks with, again, good solid news don't drop. They either move sideways and they don't get the hype, or they go explosive. So you're telling me the worst case scenario is the stock moves sideways. The worst case scenario is the stock just moves sideways and I might have to take a small loss just from getting out. You wonder, right? And you ask yourself, Dek, how'd you do with the small account challenge? $5,000 to just underneath $15,000. My goal was a 600% return. That was my goal. My goal on the last small account challenge was to turn $5,000 to $25,000. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I set out to do. 2.5 months. I did not achieve that. But what I did achieve was $5,000 to just under $15,000. So instead of a 600% return in 2.5 months, I was able to make about a 295% return. Still, pretty awesome. Still pretty solid. Well, Dek, how were you able to do that? Well, by looking at the hot news. By, again, looking at the low floats. By getting ourselves involved in the best place. Traders, this is going to be a community. This is going to be a place. Tradecaster here. This is going to be a place where you are going to thrive. Where you are going to find confidence, where you are going to find the strategy that you have been waiting for, where you are, again, going to be here and say, I actually understand what's going on. I know what these numbers mean. I know what these charts mean. I know what the ideas are. I know what I should be looking at. I know what I should be focusing on. I know, again, everything that's happening at this moment. This is what I want out of you. When I first started as a stock trader, I just wished someone would just give me answers, not put me down some funnel to have me buy a course, to not say again, hey, you got to be able to give me $20,000 for me to teach you. No, I'm here to help you. So if you want this help, I'm here and I'm all ears, baby. But guys, welcome. Welcome to everyone at this moment. We have now been streaming for, again, almost 3 hours, starting at 7 a.m. We are now coming on up towards 10 o'clock. Guys, awesome, awesome work.